We got some exciting news today because it's time to talk about my no money spent update in terms of team progress in general, and I'll go over how I got each and every single card just in case there's anyone that's wondering and wants to assemble the same team as me. Now, I believe that for a no money spent team, this is probably end game tier in terms of players to get without doing the collections in terms of live series players. We did end up doing the collections in terms of 42 series players because that was necessary in order to get Jackie Robinson, and then team affinities also made it a whole lot easier. Now, if you're wondering, I have finished and grinded out each and every single offline game mode to its maximum capacity. So let's start it off. In left field, I have Minnie Minoso. He's most likely not going to stay there permanently, but I do want to play a couple of games and try him out. You get him for collecting a certain amount of set 42 series players, and that is the same case for Larry Doby. You get him once you collect X amount of 42 series players, and Jackie Robinson comes in whenever you collect all 42 series players. Now, if you're wondering how can I check how many players I got and how can I check how far along this process I am, if you go to collections, the 42 series, it will tell you Minnie Minoso comes in at 10, Larry comes in at 20, and then Jackie Robinson comes in when you have collected the entire binder of 42 series players. Now, you get 30 of them from team affinities, and then, or I should say, yeah, you get 30 of them from team affinities, and then these two extras are Minnie Minoso, Larry Doby, and then the rest of the 10 are the starter diamonds that came in packs for whoever pre-ordered the game and got the Jackie Robinson edition or higher. Let's continue, but before we even continue, I just want to make sure you all know we're aiming for 15,000 subscribers in the month of May, so please hit that red subscribe button if you're new, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, turn on the channel notification bell, and also if you would like to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, it's at Bhlademyst, same way it's spelled on the YouTube channel username. And if you want to become a member of the channel, feel free to do so. All you have to do is click on that join button next to that red subscribe button or the link inside the description. So when it comes to our right fielder, shortstop, third baseman, all of these players came from me grinding out team affinities, and the most effective way to grind out team affinities is by going into single player modes, grinding out the team affinity showdown, which I have a playlist for on the channel that you can all go ahead and check out, that teaches you more effective ways to draft, pick up perks, and which players to go ahead after you complete the entire moment / showdown completely. You will obtain 5 vouchers. These 5 vouchers, what you do right after is go into programs, team affinity, and whichever division you're looking to work towards, you go all the way down to where it says exchanges. You exchange the vouchers. Each one is worth 3 points. You get 5 each time you beat a showdown, so that's 15 points. In order to complete the entire team affinity division, you need 150 points. So in total, that would roughly be 10 showdown runs per division. But a big tip in terms of completing it a lot faster is that as you obtain points at 20, they give you this LYLT flashbacks pack. And through this LYLT flashback pack, missions come and you can head into conquest after you got enough of these players to go ahead and tally these stats with. You also have moments you can do, etc. So you don't have to necessarily get 10 showdown runs. You can minimize the amount of showdown runs by doing the conquest maps, by doing the moments, and then as you obtain the packs for the players doing their missions. You can minimize the amount of showdown runs. That's probably going to take a lot of weight off the shoulders of many that feel like they are unable to complete showdown runs. So as we continue, the first baseman, we were lucky enough to pull Freddie Freeman from a pack, but even if we didn't want Freddie Freeman on the team, we still have Max Muncy. We grinded him out. Jason Giambi, he came from doing the evolution program from the Daily Moments card, so we still have options. Biggio, I got him from the Space Set 3 set that came out yesterday. We were lucky enough to pull the rare round, and we also pulled the base round once, which gave us Tom Hankey. So you see, I pronounced it correctly. I knew I wasn't going to forget for all of you. In terms of the starting rotation, 42 series, as I said, we bought Pedro Martinez. We actually got Bob Gibson from opening the starter diamond choice pack because we had pre-ordered the digital deluxe. And then the rest of these guys are going to be coming from the team affinities. Liam Hendricks, we packed him twice, sold him once. Second time, I decided to keep him. Rob Dibble, team affinity. Mariano Rivera, I had to buy him. Familia, I was lucky enough in the first inning program to get the Space Set 1 rare round from the pack that they award you. Got myself Familia. Kelvin Herrera, he comes from the team affinity. And then Shane Green, also team affinity. Space Set 3 is where Tom Hankey is going to come from. And then last but not least, I couldn't even say that correctly, I got myself Chris Martin. I might be replacing him with James pretty soon, but as of right now, I'm just going to leave Chris Martin there. On the bench, we do have a ton of options. Albert Pujols, you get him from completing the Conquest map, which I have a guide to on the channel as well. I also have a video on how to make each and every single Conquest game on veteran or rookie difficulty. That is also inside the How to Conquest playlist, so you can go ahead and check that out. But in hindsight, or in general I should say, that is how our team is looking. Now there is one player that I haven't shown you all, but he's going to be joining us as well, and that is gonna happen very soon. Let me see if he's available to actually join the team right now, and that is our ball player. So let me go and search it up by ball player. As you can see, he's a first baseman right now, but if I want to activate his shortstop primary archetype, I have to go to loadout, and I have to switch over to the Hawk, and I have to activate the Hawk. Now that I activated the Hawk, and the same thing goes if you have a starting pitcher, you have to replace your created player in the starting rotation, and then back out of Diamond Dynasty, go to ball player, L1 or R1 to whichever loadout you want to use, and then you have to activate it. And now watch what happens whenever we go to shortstop. We go to shortstop now, manage squad, replace Nico, go down to ball player. He's there. We're going to activate the Hawk loadout because we don't want the first baseman loadout, and he's going to be in our squad. Now, yes, it does show that his attributes are underwhelming. 49, 50, 47, 45. You might be saying to yourself, man, that's horrible compared to Nico. Why would you want him inside your lineup? Well, those aren't his true attributes. If you go to play versus CPU, it doesn't matter. Just press home, and it doesn't matter what stadium you pick. Doesn't matter who is your starting pitcher. All you want to do is scroll down to your created player, and bada boom, bada bang. You get to see what his actual true attributes would actually look like inside of a game. As you can see, I have maxed out contact, maxed out power, 105 vision, 90 fielding, 95 arm strength, 83 reaction, and I'm still working on maximizing everything in terms of attributes en route to the show. So a guide on that is going to be coming very soon as well. So stay tuned for that. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. And I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.